In this part, we'll talk briefly about design model. In our previous discussion, we mentioned that instructional design is essentially a model-driven process. It requires system thinking. It is both procedural and recursive. It requires collaborative and interdisciplinary efforts. Here is an example of instructional design model called ADDIE model. In this model, you see 5 phases. It is analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. It is procedural because the analysis will affect the design, and the design will affect development. Development will affect implementation, and implementation will affect evaluation. And evaluation will further affect analysis. It is also recursive. For example, in the analysis phase, we define goals and objectives for instruction. This will affect the design, meaning we'll select strategies and also how to develop assessment. However, as we work on selecting strategies and designing assessment, we may find that the goals and objectives previously defined may not fit well for the entire process. As a result, further refinement or modification of the goals and objectives are required. This can happen in the development part, implementation, evaluation. Let's take a look at an example of training a dog. After instructional analysis and needs analysis, the instructional designer defined the goal of training, which is to minimize aggressive behavior of a dog. Based on analysis, the instructional strategy is selected. In this case, it's a behavioral rewarding strategy. The assessment is also defined using dog behavior rubrics to measure the progress or improvement. Based on the outcome of design phase, that is instructional strategy and assessment, the next phase involves development, developing training manual for dog trainer. The next phase involves implementation, which means an actual training the dog. Finally, is the phase of evaluation. After the 3 months training, the dog behavior will be evaluated. This is a design process which requires system thinking. It's a model-driven and a procedural. Here are some reflective questions for you to review after this class. First, what is design and what is instructional design? To become a competent instructional designer, what are the essential qualities he or she must have? What is system thinking? Why is it important in instructional design? What is ADDIE model? What are the design phases involved in ADDIE model?